Well, truck is still running. That's good. Yeah, we're on our way to Nashville, deliver Sunday night. Rusty had to change out a visor and more on this episode of
The Clutch Trucker Channel.
Clutch Trucker, filmed before a live and fuzzy studio audience. Yep, that's Rusty, the world famous meatball dog. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker Channel. Alright, today is the Saturday, the 18th of May. Driving along I-70 here, just got through the Kansas City area. And we're heading east. We try to make it to Kingdom City tonight. It's only about, a little less than 2 hours from now. On my way down to Nashville area. I think I mentioned that in my last video. I picked up a load of sugar in, where is it? Gearing, Nebraska. Scottsbluff, basically. So, you know, if you didn't know, a lot of the sugar comes from there. Going to an Aldi distribution center. So if you live in the Nashville area and in the next month or so, you're going to go buy yourself a bag of sugar for doing some bacon or something, you're welcome. All right. So truck is still running. That's the good news. I think I've got some sort of leak in my windshield washer reservoir thing. So I have put 3 gallons in the last week or so, and then I go to use it the next day and there's nothing there. So I had called a Freightliner where I bought the truck from and said, hey, got this issue. I was going to try to make it in there last night, didn't, so I went by today, and of course they only had one technician. So they couldn't take him off the job he was on to take a look at that. I tried to look at it. It's one thing, I swear, I loved my Coronado. Everything was easy to get to. The windshield washer fluid reservoir, you can get to the spout under the engine when you open up the engine cover, but the thing is actually underneath what would be basically the dashboard or dash part of the passenger side. So I can't seem to get to it, and I couldn't find any leaks, so I went ahead and filled it up and ran the thing looking for leaks anywhere. I couldn't see it. I mean, so probably it's still gonna have to bring that into a Freightliner again at some point to have that looked at. So that's a little annoying. But, you know, what are you going to do? All right, so I do have another load booked out of Mount Juliet, Tennessee. That's where I'm delivering, technically, in the Nashville area. Going back towards, it's going to Aurora, Colorado, to King Soopers, to Kroger, for a Wednesday delivery. And then I'm hoping to find something Wednesday into Thursday to add a little bit of money on the week, because that's going to be a short week. But got to be home for my son Ben's high school graduation. So can't miss that. Got to be the good dad and show up for that. So just trying to earn the monies as we keep rolling. What do you think? Saturday the 18th, parked here at the Petro in Kingdom City. Was trying to park at the Westland Travel Center across the street. It was filled up. And the reason I don't like parking here at the Petro is most of the lot kind of lanes, and I don't like leaning when I'm sleeping. But they've created these newer, pay-only spots right behind the fuel island against the road, basically, that are actually flat. And then there's right near the grass for Rusty. So I had 2 Ultra credits, so I went ahead and reserved one with the Ultra credit, so I didn't have to pay the cash for that. And drive a truck smart, not hard, you know. And then I'm going to fill up here in the morning because it's, at least as of today, it was only $3.04 a gallon on our fuel card. And it might even go down after midnight. Who knows? We'll see. So, top it off here. I'm still having to get used to the fact that I have only 2 80-gallon tanks. I was so used to my 2 150-gallon tanks on the Coronado. So that's been a big adjustment. I have to fill up pretty much every day, and Clutch ain't used to that. So yeah, as I mentioned earlier, truck's still running. The visor, it's supposed to be one of those where you can slide it over a little bit. I was driving into the sun the other day, and I tried to slide it over, and the thing just broke. So then it just flopped. It wouldn't stay up. So this was in the midst of all the, the 4 times to the shop to try to get the truck fixed, yada, yada, yada. So I had to order another one knowing I was coming back through the house. Picked it up Thursday night at the Freightliner. And then put that in late Thursday night, and I'll show you here just what that looks like. So here's the new visor I had to put in, and my old card thing. I put that up there. Oh, yeah, let's shine the light in the... I got that off Amazon. But they're real easy to put up. Just a few screws. There were only 3 holding the other one, so I need to find another one for that 4th hole. But if you ever have to swap one of those out, super, super easy. That was easy enough to swap out. Actually, Floyd's Freightliner in Cheyenne had one in stock, believe it or not. Apparently, these break all the time, and that's why they had some in stock. Yeah, like I showed, just a few screws. Well, 3. It was supposed to have 4, but there were only 3 in that one. So that was an easy fix. When I got here to the Petro tonight, I had the issue I've been talking earlier with the washer fluid, and now I'm kind of wondering, well, is it really the fact that it's, I only put a gallon in each time? I still think it's leaking somewhere, but it throws out the stuff so much faster than my Coronado did. Maybe I'm just using too much. And also, I wanted to see if I could get a scrub blade. I've always liked the scrub blades. I'll put a picture of what those look like here, because they do a much better job of getting the bugs off. And I went inside the Fuel Island building, and they had some, and actually on sale. Normally they want like $20-25 for them. They were on sale for $12.99, but they only had one of the length I need for this truck, which is the 24-inch. So bought it, came back out to the truck, took Rusty out, and then I went to go install it, and I realized I can't reach from the ground. I guess where I would need to reach it to, compared to my Coronado, is a little bit higher or something, so I couldn't get to it. I'm going to have to wait until I get this load empty. I have a ladder, but it's in the trailer. Remember a few weeks back when I did the trailer maintenance day, and I put the hooks back up so I could hang the ladder inside the door of the trailer? Well, it's in there, but there's a seal on the trailer, so I can't get to it. Or I got to find a fuel place where maybe I can stand on that. If I can get close to the fuel island, I think maybe I could do that here tomorrow morning. I'll try that, or tomorrow midday, and stand on that so I can get to it. I'm still really trying to get used to this truck. I loved my Coronado, especially with the remodel. It just breaks my heart I can't drive that right now. But I'm trying to adapt to this truck, and luckily it's still running. It's, like I say, been a week ago yesterday that I did that final repair in Oklahoma City, and we're still rolling. So hopefully that'll continue. What do you think? Boy, in transitioning trucks, I did lose so much money, I had to keep giving back those loads, and that really blew. Ugh. And like I mentioned earlier, I do have a load now to get me back through the house, because of course my younger son Ben's graduation from high school is coming up Friday the 24th, and we're doing a big party for him for him and his friend on the 25th. And then of course I realized Monday's Memorial Day. That's when I was going to plan to go back out. Well, it's a holiday. That really kind of screws up my schedule. God, I get so tired of all the holidays. They keep me from making money. So I might have to try to find a load Saturday night or Sunday out of the Wyoming, Colorado area, and so far there ain't nothing on there, but we can only hope. And while I was driving today, then since it seems to be running now, and I was able to kind of put my mind to different things, I got to think more about what I'm going to do with. I am going to take the passenger seat out so I can move the toilet there. I've got the plate that I can screw down to the floor to hold it in place, and I'm going to build my own custom drawers where I have the plastic ones now, and kind of do a whole thing in there. I'm going to put up a little cabinet and all that. So I was thinking more about that today. And of course, up there behind me, where you can see the ladder attached to the upper bunk as it's folded up, I'm going to be building a storage unit up there. I thought about that a little bit yesterday. So I've kind of already got it all set in my mind. Just like when I did the remodel on the Coronado, I thought about it for like a month or two in my mind about what I was going to do. Had to adapt as I was going along, and I'm sure I'll have to do the same thing, but kind of already got a basic plan. So like I say, stay tuned for weeks ahead, as I'm hoping to do some of this when I go through the house next weekend. And as I start really customizing this truck and making it more my own, and adding a lot more storage is the main thing. Like I say, I do love this whole built-in dinette thing that they have back here, but like I said, we'll put some more custom storage up there. I've kind of already moved some things around. I put my cereals up here because they can stand up right there. Kind of shift some things around in the cabinets that are there. Rusty, well, just moved. He had his pet bed down there, and he's now over here. Right, Rusty? Hello? And those of you curious, I know some people have put it in the comments, yes, the CT clutch trigger lights will be coming back. When I build the cabinet thing up there, or right there, it's going to go in front of the upper bunk as it's folded up. I am going to create space in there for the C and T lit up lights, so that'll be in the background again. It's just going to take a little time to get all that done. And I've had to do other things, like I had to order the special kind of mounts that I'm going to have to use to put my CB antennas onto this. CB antennas, why did I say it like that? CB antennas onto this, because they don't have the bar mounts like on my Coronado. You have to buy a special mount for them. I bought those off Amazon because they want like 3 times as much in a truck stop for them. And I bought another dual phase coaxial cable so I can run that, because this has a built-in antenna up here in the dome thing, and this CB does not like it. I can't remember what the SWR, that's what it is, does not work well with it, so I have to turn the mic all the way down. It barely puts out, but I mainly still wanted the CB in here. At least I have it for now so I can listen for things. I just can't really talk on it. So once I put in the custom mounts and the antennas from the other truck, then this CB is going to throw out like it used to, and it'll work. It'll be a beautiful thing. So like I say, all things that'll be coming up that I'll be showing you in the coming weeks, ways you can customize your Cascadia if you have one, because the 2018 through the 2024, I believe it's all the same. And once they did this one update in 2018 for this newer Cascadia, they're pretty much all the same. So I'll have some tips for you and things that you can do to customize yours. Well, thanks for tuning in for that one. Just a real quick update, but it had been a few days, so I thought we'd toss another video up here. What do you think? There you go. All right. Yeah, and then, of course, Rusty gets his begging strip, so he's thrilled about that. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe. Please like and comment and share and all that. Ring that bell for notifications. You know when the new videos come out. There's Clutch Trucker on Instagram, Clutch Trucker on Twitter X, Clutch Trucker 5 on TikTok. Put little short stuff up on all 3 of those. Usually Rusty involved. And as always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch and Rusty, out. Do I know you? I'm normally really good with faces, but for the life of me, I can't think of who you are. You stole my cab. I've never stolen anything in my life. I hailed a cab on 5th Street in New York today, and before I could get in it, you stole it. Well, it was really easy to get a cab this afternoon, and what? I'm sorry. Hey, look, how about I make it up to you? Let me buy a hot dog and a beer. I'm kind of picky about what I eat. How about just a hot dog then? Sir, please. Hey, okay. Just, I'm right here for you. Just let me know. All right, you're very excited. Is there something you want? Where'd you go? Come back over here. Rusty, is it a begging strip? I think so. All right, silly dog, here you go. Oh, yes. All over it. Yum, 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 yum. Well, thank you, Dale. Thank you, Dale. Wilbur. Loving them begging strips. He's loving them begging strips. Oh, boy, he went through that first one quick. All right, how about savor that one a little bit, buddy? Can you savor? Is that possible for dogs? Or just eat it as fast as you possibly can? That's probably what's really going on in your head. Right? You got it, buddy. Happy dog.